again and welcome to March West Junction Town D. And today is going to be another one of these bargain hunt videos, but this time it's going to be Kernow Model Rail Centre after a few people have requested it. So in this video we're going to take a look at what deals they've got on. Now over the bank holiday weekends they've had a sale on, but the actual bargains that they have on their normal part of the website, I find that they're a bit cheaper. So please stick with me, it is a long video. Feel free to skip it in places and just put it on fast forward to see an item that flash up that you're interested in. Now just a quick reminder on this one though, I've gone on to the coaches because there's some fantastic coaches at silly prices, less than £18 for a Hornby Mansell coach, and some bargain Bachmann coaches, Mark 2Fs. Also there's like Bachmann class 47s for less than 120 quid. So please, I do apologise for the how long the video is, but like I say, just fast forward it until you see something you like, and hopefully you'll grab yourself a bargain. And like with the other two videos, there's no affiliate link to the companies. I'm just doing this to help you guys find yourself a bargain. So grab yourself a drink and let's have a look at the laptop. Okay, so this is another bargain hunt. So to see what bargains at Kernow Model Rail Centre. Now with Kernow models, what you have to do, you have to click onto this bargains, choose your gauge, and then you go across and choose what you want to look at. So and everything's segregated separately, so like you got your coaches, bargain bundles, diesels, electrics and steam locos, things like that. And we'll start off with electrics, do the steam, go on to the diesels, and then we'll go on to the coaches, because stay with me or skip to near the end, because the coaches are absolutely at fantastic prices. Plus there's some diesels saying that are dirt cheap, and the latest diesels from Bachmann, it just DC that are I think £120. So stick with me or skip through if you want to see some bargains, but obviously it's a bit long-winded. So I've done it slightly different. I'm tabbing everything so we don't have to keep scrolling the pages down. So first off then, I'll just open the first tab. Now this is an absolute bargain. This was a limited edition, and it's the Bachmann Class 90, and it's in a 19, I think 89, 90s livery, where they painted all these to the different countries for when the Eurotunnel opened up. So people look at this and go, oh, it's niche or whatever. No, it wasn't. It was run when Rail Freight Distribution was running, and they did 4 locos, 1 in Rail Freight Distribution and 3 in different liveries. I think there's a French one, a Belgian one, and this is the German one. Now this is more than half price off, and it's an absolute steal. It's a lovely locomotive. It's got a servo for the pantograph, so you put the right chip in, you can operate the pantograph as well. Now this started off at £229.95. There's 56.52% off, so you're saving just under £130. So you can pick this up for less than 100 quid. Absolute bargain. I've got one and I think it's fantastic price. Next we've got the same loco, but this time it's got sound fitted, and but this is in the later livery. This is in the McAlpine livery. So it's a class 90, different running number. It was named Sir William McAlpine, and this is how it was run more recent on the railway network. So this one is a bit more niche, it's later on, but if you like your modern day diesels and electrics, this is one for you. But this is sound fitted. It started off at £329.95. There's 42.42% saving. You're saving £139.96. So you're picking this up for £189.99. Now when you think the sound chip in that is going to be 120 quid, you're picking this up for like ridiculous money. It's an £80 loco. So that's an absolute steal. And now we've got a Hellion Class 86. Now, this was £239.95. There's just a 50% saving. So you're saving shy of £121. And you can pick this up for less than £119. And it's in the nice rail freight livery. The next one is in a revised retro livery, 86426 from Hellion again, and the same price. You can pick this up for just under £119. Now, I love this livery. This is a rail freight distribution livery. Excuse me a sec. Excuse me. Hellion again, and it's the rail freight distribution European grey, which is a beautiful livery, absolutely stunning on this model. And again, you can pick this up for less than £119. And this is in the, I think it's the Scottish livery for the night sleeper, I think it is. So this can run against your class 92s from a Q scale. And again, it's reduced just over 50%, so you can get this for less than £119. And now we've got another Hellion in the Freightliner green livery, which really looks outstanding for the same price, less than £119. And this is our first steam loco. There's not many steam locos on the site, I'm afraid, but this is the Hornby Royal Princess Turbomotive. So and this was £294.99. There's just over 42% off, so you save £125. So you can pick this up for £169.99. And we got another one again, but this one's sound fitted, and it was £139.99, and it's 41% off, so you save £140. You can pick this up for £199.99. And then finally we got a Hush Hush W1, and this was £254.49, sorry, saving 41%, £104 5 pence. So you can get this for £149.99. So now we're going to have a look at the diesel locomotives, and then, like I say, skip forward if you want to see the bargains of I can't believe how cheap they are, coaches. Okay, so we're on the Kernow Model Rail Centre website, and all I do is just click onto bargains. Now it's a little bit different because it will tab down and say what gauge. So I clicked 00 gauge, and then it tabs again and it says locos, things like that. So it's a bit more individual for searching. So I click on locos and it brings you to this page. Now on the previous videos, obviously I've been scrolling, and a few people have commented about that. So what I've done, I've actually gone through all the pages, which is 5, and picked out the ones that are around 40% or better off. There's a couple of them about 38 point something, but they're near enough 40%, and I've dismissed anything that's only like 25-30%. Now Kernow, I've got a sale on, bank holiday sale, but when I've checked, these deals are better than the bank holiday deals, so it's worth just having a look with me of what deals there is. Also, for something different on this one, they've got some coaches at ridiculously low prices, so I'd like to run them through with you after I've done the section on the diesel, and I don't know if there is any steam in there. Oh no, there won't be, it's just diesel locomotives. So let's take a look. So first off, we've got a Hellion North British prototype again. Now these were on the other two as well, and they're doing these at 56.3% off, and you're saving £154.96 on this model. It was £274.95, now it's down to £119.99. Next we got a Hellion Class 25/9, and this one's got 52 0.16% off. It was 209. You're saving £109, so it's better than half price, and it's at 99. Now this is not a coach pack, an actual bundle, and what you got here is a Bachmann Class 37, and then you've got two pipe wagons. It's the short pipe wagon and the long pipe wagon. Now the RRP for this would have been £321.85, but you're saving 41% just under. So it's £131.86 saving, and now it's £189.99. And then we've got a Bachmann 158 unit in the provincial livery. Now this was £329.95. You're saving 45.45%, which is a saving of £149.96. And the price for this now is £179.99. We've got another 158. This is in the YPTE Metro livery, which I think was around the Manchester area, not 100%. And this was again £329.95. There's £39.39 off this, so it's just a tad under 40%. So you're saving £129.96, and it's £199.99. And then we've got another one in a Riva Trains Wales, so 158 in a Riva Trains Wales, and this is the same price as well, saving £129.96, £199.99. And now we've got a Class 150. I'm not sure what this livery is. I think it's the original livery that they come out in years ago, like a provincial livery. And this was £324.95 RRP. You're saving just under 54%. That's a total saving of £174.96. Now this is bargain, absolute bargain, £149.99. Now I know years ago, I think someone did one of these as a limited edition. So that is a really good price, really good price. Now we've got Bachmann Class 20, just under 40% off this is. It's in the Compass livery, and this was £224.95. You're saving just under £90, and it's £134.99. Now we've got a Bachmann Class 37, and as you can see, it's got the 35, so it's the latest edition. So it's one of the top models. And this was £249.95. You're saving just under 43%, so it's a saving of £104.96, and you can pick this up for £139.99, which is a steal considering how much there was when they first come out. Now we've got another 37. Again, this is one that's the 35 number, so it's the latest tooling, and you're saving 88.77%, just under 40% on this. It started off at £244.95, and you're saving £94.96. So you can pick this up for £149.99. I do like the rail freight red bottom red sole bar livery. And now we've got another one. Now this is the Royal Scot. Now this one's a lot different. It is the latest one, Sound Effects X. So I don't know what all these codes mean, but it's a 37.4 Royal Scotsman. It's in the I think that's the charter livery. I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure, but this was £137.95. You're saving 40%, just under. That's £149.96. So you can pick this up for £224.99. Now this is the top one with all the bells and whistles and its sound. Just trying to have a look. Oh, it's a Royal Claret Scotsman, Royal Claret EWS. So and there's a little bit of history there if you want to pause it and just have a look what what's it about. So that's that 37 with sound, which I think is a nice little bargain. Right, next we've got another 37, this time in petroleum livery, and again it's the 35 number, so it's the latest tooling. Was £244.95. you're saving just under 43%. So there's £104.96 off this. So you can pick this up for £139.99, which is a good saving. Got another class 20 here. Now I don't know what the RJ stands for. If anyone knows, please put it in the comments below. But there's 35, so it is the later tooling again. This was £224.95, 40% off, £89.96 saving, so you only pay £134.99. Just looking, the next one I'm going to tab is the same again, but a different running number at the same price, £134.99. We're saving just under £90, is that? Now we've got another class 20. Now this is sound fitted. So if you want a sound fitted class 20, and I do like this livery with the steel logo there of what I think it's a Kingfisher logo, and this one's slightly different as well. It's got the red sole bar and the white roof, which is really nice. And this was £324.95. There's just under 40% saving, so you're saving £124.96. So you can pick this up for £199.99 for a sound loco, which I think is really good. And now we've got a sound fitted 47, latest tooling, which is a 35 number. And it's in construction livery. And this was £339.95. There's 44% saving, just over. And you're saving nearly £150 on this loco. And you can get it for £189.99, but look at all the detail you get inside the cab and things like that. Nice lighting, nice fans showing in the top. I don't think the fans rotate, so I think you have to have the deluxe model for that. But again, that's an absolute bargain, £190 for a 47 with sound. So if you think you take the speaker, the sound stuff off that, and it's £90, isn't it? Around that price. Now we've got another 47 here. Now this is another good price. It's the latest livery. It's in the DRS Compass livery. Sorry, not the latest livery, the latest tooling. What I like about this one, it's got little square buffers. Excuse me. And this was £239.95. There's 50% off this, just under. So you're saving £120 and you can buy it for just under £120. So that's an absolute steal, that one. That is a really good price for the latest tooled 47. And we've got another one again, 47, but this time it's sound fitted. And it's with the Compass livery. That's the number, 47790. Now this one was £339.95. There's 44% saving. You're saving just under £150. And it's £189.99 for a sound fitted class 47 with the latest tooling, which is absolutely fantastic. Now this is a limited edition class 117 unit, and it was in like a, I think it was the 80s. They did a GWR 150 scheme, and I think they did a bubble car on one of these units. Now this is a Kernow limited edition, and it's a 3-car unit, really well applied livery, really good. Now these are £329.95. There's just under 40% off, so you're saving £130 just under, and you can pick this up for £199.99, which is a good price. I think the bubble car, which is sold out now, I don't know if it was a 121 or 122 unit, I think it was a 121, that was selling for £99, but like I say, it's sold out now. Right, we've got Hellion shunter. It's a Ruston. I don't know much about these. It's a 165DE 060 industrial shunter. Now, all the others are a bit more expensive on the website, but for some unknown reason, this one is nearly 50% off. So it starts off at £199. There's 49.75% off. So you're saving £99.01, and it's £199.99, which is a really good price. And it's in the National Coal Board livery, that one. Right, now these are the EFE 143 units. and there's 40% off these. So this was £249.95. It's in the Great Western Green livery. So if you're modelling down that way, down Devon and Cornwall way, it's a nice livery. And you save £99.96, and you can pick this up for £149.99, which is roughly the price of these when they were being sold by the original company years and years ago. So really, you're picking that up for no inflation. And we've got one in the provincial livery. Now this is EFE range again at the same price. You're saving just under £100, 40% off. Was just under £250, and you're picking it up for £149.99. And we've got one in the Riva Trains Wales. Now this is, I think this is the revised livery, because the original one was cream hair. And again, £100 saving, just under 40% off. So you're picking this up for £149.99. And then we've got one in the Tyne and Wear PTE livery, 143 EFE rail. At the same price, £149.99, with just under £100 saving. Now we've got one in the Valleys livery in South Wales, I think this was. I really like this livery, it's really catchy. So it's like a Welsh type livery. I'll just click on a different photo so you can see the livery a bit better. There you go. So that's quite nice livery. So quite impressed with that. So, and they're £149.99 again. We've got one here, and I think this is to do with Manchester livery around that time, WYPT. This is a 144 unit. This one is a little bit cheaper. So it started off at £249.95. I think it's a 144 unit. There's 42.39% saving, £105.96 you save on this. So you can pick this up for £143.99. So that's cheaper than these type of units was when they first come out. And we go back to 47s again. This is a Hellion one, or Helgian, depending on how you like to pronounce it. And this started off at £249.95. There's over 40% off. You save £100 and 96 pence. And you can pick this up for £148.99. But it's, you know, I like the livery of that. I think it's the Rail Operations Group or something like that. So that's a nice modern livery on that. We go to Hornby now, and we've got Hornby Senator. And these was £108.99. There's just under 50% off. So you save £54. So you can pick this up for £54.99, which is a nice little loco at that price, and you can have a little play with the weathering and not feel like you've made a mistake. You haven't scrapped an expensive shunter. Hornby again, this is an 060 Sentinel, and this one was £119.99. There's 45.84% off. You save £55 again. On this one, it's £64.99. So it's nearly half price. Now this is a good buy. This is a Hornby Transport for Wales, I think it's called. Yeah, Transport for Wales. It's a Class 67 in the latest livery. And look out later, because they're selling the coaches and the driving van trailer for this in the next part, I'll show you. But this was £214.99. There's 40.93% saving. So you save £88 on this. So you can pick this up for £126.99. And then we've got a Hornby HST Class 43s. So one's powered, one's unpowered. And it's in the charter livery. These didn't do so well. That's why I think these are in the sale. But these are nearly 50% off. So they're £134.99. You save £197. And you can pick this up for £197.99. Now, I know people that have had running problems with some 47s where the motor's gone and things like that, and they've been charged ridiculous prices to get them repaired. So these sort of things might be worth looking out for if you want to take it out for the running chassis. Might be cheaper than going down the actual route of buying another one direct from Hornby and that. I'm not 100% sure. And you could sell the bodies off and things like that and probably get your money back that way. I'm sure you could sell the bodies off and the underframes and the running chassis and all that, and break it up into spares, and you'll get that money back, and then you just put the motor in your or swap the motor over on your one that's failed. So that's worth thinking about. Might be an option. And then finally on the locomotives, the diesels, there's this Platinum Jubilee HST, and this was 194.99. You're saving 41.77%, and you're saving of £165. And this was, you can buy this now for 229.99. So that's another one that's hasn't sold well, I don't think. So okay, that brings me to the end of the locos. What I'm going to have a look at now is some of the coaches. So if you stick with me, we'll go through what coaches are in the sale. Okay, so now we're going to go through the coaches. Again, click on bargains, drops down, 00, and so on and so forth, and pick out coaches. Now, believe it or not, I've cut this short and to try and speed it up, but there's still a hell of a lot to go through. So please feel free to skim through. I've put them on tabs so you can see them quite quickly what ones are called up. So if you see a livery or a coach that takes your fancy, just stop it on that one. So sorry about how long this video is taking, but there's just that many bargains. Unfortunately, it's taking its toll. Right, so we start off with one of these. Now look at the price of this. This is a Hornby Southern Region Bulleid 59-foot corridor brake third. Now these started off at £58.49. There's just under 70% saving. So you're saving £40, 50 pence. So you can pick this up for £17.99. And the quality of this coach is outstanding. And at that price, it's ridiculous. I don't know how. They've got to be losing money on these. And I think there's 8 different running numbers. Now, just before we carry on, just quickly, coaches at Kernow, they used to do, you buy 4 coaches and I think you get 10% off. I did a video last year about it when I went to the DEMU show, and they don't publicise it. So it's worth getting in touch with them, see if they still do that. And when you buy 4 coaches or more, you get another discount. But I'm not 100% if that's still running. But like I say, they don't advertise it, so you need to ask for it. Right, next, Hornby Mark III trailer. I'm not sure what this livery is, but look at the ridiculously low price. It's $34.99 when they come out, RRP. 45.73%, you're saving £16. So you can pick a Mark III up. Now this is a later one with that type of coupling for $18.99. That's absolutely ridiculously cheap. And I'm not sure what it says. WSL. I'm not sure what that livery is. LNER livery. So yeah. So this is something that Richard from New Junction would be interested in, and just for 19 quid, it's pocket money. And we've got another one there. This is a trailer, Mark III trailer. This one's a little bit more expensive. It was $44.99. Why the price difference, I don't know. You're saving £25. You can pick this up for less than 20 quid. Now, I bought one of these when they come out and I paid the ridiculously high price. These were £55 literally. There's 49% saving, so you save £27, £27.99. Now, this is the prototype one, so you don't have to have an APT set. And the detail inside is really nice. It's got interior lights. The stay alive is a waste of money. We don't do anything. the capacitor in it's massive, and it's just rubbish. But they've revised all the detail inside to show all like the controls and things like that. So, and you can run this with some of your test stock and things like that, which I do. And I change the couplings out. If you get in touch with Westall Wagon Works, they do a coupling that you can swap this, so it can connect up to an NEM socket, so or magnetic. So look out for that. But for 28 quid, that's a good price. Now this is a Transport for Wales, I think this is, yeah, Mark IV. Now these are like a later moulding, they're not the early mouldings. These are just under £50. There's 58% saving, 29 quid off, so you get this for just under £21. So that's great if you want to build a setup. But if you hang on, they're doing the driving van trailer for this. And like I say, there's loads of running numbers for all these. These just ain't one coach. So please go onto the website, and I just didn't want to show you every single different running number. So this is the buffet one, this standard kitchen coach. And again, this is just under 21 quid. And we've got another Transport for Wales again. And this is a little bit more expensive, this is, because it's only got 50% off. 25 savings, so it's 24.99. And here we go with the driving van trailer, Mark IV. This is really good. It's the latest one with lights, really nice. Now, these were 94.99 RRP, but there's just under 58% off. So you save £55 on this. And it is absolutely beautiful, really good. And you can get it for $39.99. Check out Dragon Junction Mark II, and you've got and see Lord Al's video on this train that he's put together with the loco, the driver van trailer, and the coaches, and he's got them at a really good price, ridiculously cheap. Right, moving on. This is the Fag Packet Mark III, first grade Western, and these were like £50. There's 50% off, save 25 quid. You pick these up for $24.99. I bought a load of these from last year from the show, and like I say, I got the 10% off. There's different running numbers, remember. Here we got an East Coast Hornby East Coast Mark III, and this is the disabled one. And this is a bargain, 58% off, so you save 29 quid, less than £21 for one of these. Another one again for the same price, but this is the Trailer Guard Standard, so it's a different type of coach. Remember, there's different running numbers. This was a departmental Mark I, and it's less than 20 quid. Now this was the Design Clever one, but they are nice coaches. I've got these in a different green, but a friend of mine has got these, and they're really nice. And that's a brilliant price. It was $47.99. There's 58% off, 28 quid savings, less than 20 quid. So that is a good price. And now we've got a Trailer First coach. And I think this is to do with that. It's a Mark III Hornby. I think this is to do with that charter service, yeah. So this is the one that matches up with the Class 43s. Now this was, it's got 50% off, was $49.99, saved 25 quid, $24.99. And like I say, there's different running numbers. There's another one with a different running number. This is the disabled one for the same price. And this is the Restaurant First Kitchen for the same price. I'm just showing the different types of coaches. Now this was to do with the Queen Elizabeth II Jubilee pack. So you've got the HSTs. Well, these are the coaches to go with them, and they're quite nice. I think they've got LNER on there, so it's a fictitious livery, and these are only £20.99, saving 24 quid. And then we've got an East Midlands Mark III TS for less than 21 quid. Now, if you've got your Rockets Era 1 Loco, here's another wagon to go with it. And now these are $32.99. You're saving £14 on this, 42.44%. So you can pick it up for less than 19 quid. And here we have some EFE rail coach packs. Now I think these are pretty recent, these. And it's £124.95. You're saving just over 43%. So you're saving just £97.96, which is a good saving. So you can pick these up, which is the latest coaches, for £126.99, which I think is a really good price. And they do another version in this crimson livery. That one was Southern before, at the same price. So I think that's a good buy. Now we've got Hornby Mansell coach. This is the kitchen diner. Now these were £60.49, just under 50% off, so you save £29.50. You pick one up for less than 31 quid. And now we've got the Mansell Third Dining Saloon. Now these were £60.49. Now there's 57% saving, so it's £34.50 off. You pick this up for £25.99, just under 26 quid. There's another one again, but this one's a little bit more expensive at £29.99. There is other running numbers, so please check them out. But the quality of the model is really good. This is a slightly different green. This is more of a southern region green. And this one's the same price, £29.99. This one's a little bit dearer, and it's £30.99. Don't ask me why it's a little bit dearer, but it's a different type of coach. Like the layout of it, but it's still a Mansell Open. Now these were the new lowroom rail. Now I was after these when they first come out, and they sold like hotcakes. But then they just started appearing again on the market at dirt cheap prices. Now it's a Hornby Mark II F, so it's not the old Dapol Airfix body. It's the later body that's on there, and I've bought these now, and they are quite good. The delivery application's fantastic. It's not that stupid laser printed what they do. It is actual like painted correctly and printed correctly. And these were £44.99. It's 48.9% off. You save 22 quid, so you get this for less than 23 quid. And they do the brake one as well for the same price. And it's really, really nice, really nice. Again, my friend's got these as well. Josh from Mansell Rail. He has these, and they're really nice. He's really impressed with them. Okay, we've got a Mark III RCS. This is a charter coach, this is. And these were £50, just under. You save 50%, 25 quid off. So just under £25. And we've got a Transport for Wales again, Mark IV, for just under £21, saving £29. It's crazy. These are good if you want to practice painting and stuff like that. Right, now when I first saw these, I thought they were the Hornby ones, but they're not. They're actually the Bachmann ones, and it's in the ScotRail livery, and it's a Mark II F ScotRail livery. These were just under £80. You gain it for half price. You save £39.96. You gain it for less than 40 quid. And they're absolutely fantastic models, really nice. And this is the DC version, so it's got the lights in and a DCC chip in Virgin livery. The starts off £100, there's just under 40% savings, save £39.96. Pick it up for less than 60 quid, which is a really good price. Another one in Virgin livery, but this one is the standard. But it's really nice livery application, and you're saving 42.48%, so £33.96. You can pick it up for £45.99. Another ScotRail, again a Bachmann one, £34.99. You're saving 56%, £44.96 you save, and it's Bachmann. Now look at this. These have just been released at £150, the new version. And this has got 40% off. You save just under 60 quid, less than 90 quid for the DBSO. And this one's not that big, it's 30% off, but this was a limited edition DC fitted like the last one, so it's got the lights and all that, DC control with lights, directional lights at the end. £104.99. These were selling on the Bachmann website for £150 like hot cakes at the beginning. And then finally we've got one of these LMS 50-foot inspection saloons in crimson, and it was just under £90, 43% saving. You save £38.96. You can pick it up for £50.99. Okay, that brings me to the end of the video. Hopefully you've seen a bargain that you're interested in, and I feel sorry for some of the people that have commented saying that I'm killing their bank accounts by pointing out these tempting bargains. And as you can see from the video, there is some really good bargains that are dirt cheap, especially for the modeller that wants to have a go at weathering or painting. There's some great coaches and rolling stock, you know, that's out there on that video showing you, you know, a cheap coach for 18 quid that you can have a mess about with and, you know, not feel like you've scrapped an expensive £60 coach. If you're new to the channel, then please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the bell icon and select all, so you get notified when a new video comes out, either on bargains or on this layout or on the layout behind you, with all the things that I've been doing. If you've enjoyed it, then please give it a thumbs up and share with your friends if you think they'd be interested in getting themselves a bargain. And I really appreciate it with you sticking with this. I know it's a bit long-winded, the video. And please enjoy your modelling, stay safe, and I'll see you again at the next one. Thank you very much for stopping by.